Francisco, David Stearns took responsibility today in talking to us about the way the season has gone. Where do you think the players come in terms of responsibility?
That was very professional of him from his part to try to take the responsibility, but at the same time we felt Mendy. I felt Mendy. I didn't play to my capability to help him win as many games as we could, and this one's on us as well.
What was your reaction to just finding out the news today?
I was shocked, and it hurts. He's a great man. He's a great family man, and somebody that we appreciate. We care for him, and it was a shocking news, but obviously this is a decision that Stearns and the rest of the organization felt like it was going to be best for the organization at the moment.
Did you talk to Mendy, and what did he say to you?
I've talked to him. He apologized for not helping us win as much, but at the end of the day, this is not on him. It's more on us, the players, that we didn't perform to our capabilities.
How do you explain the 4-game series against the Cubs? Everything went wrong, fielding, everything.
Yeah, that's one of those that we gotta learn from it and move on. It was a tough series, no excuse there. We got to play better, and there's definitely we didn't play to our standards.
Francisco, what has to happen for this team to respond in a positive way here going forward?
We got to stick together. We have a responsibility, day in and day out, to come in and be as professional and win games. Just because this move was made doesn't mean the season is over. We still got 80 games or 70-something plus games that there's still time, and we got to go out there and just play as best as we can, day in and day out, to try to win as many games as we can.
Francisco, this is now, I think, the 4th manager since you've been here. How difficult is that when sort of the philosophies and the foundations keep changing for a team?
Every time there's a move, it is a little bit of a change. Obviously, it feels like a change. However, Andy's been in the organization for 3 years now, so he knows most of the guys here. He understands Stearns. He understands this philosophy, and to be quite honest, I think he probably helped a couple of the younger players to be in the big leagues today. So, and I actually talked to him about defense in spring training and Kai and talk. So it's a familiar face. So I think this is going to be more about us continue to push forward, attack day in and day out. It's a brand new day. Worry about what we have today, and not worry about what happened yesterday or what's going to happen tomorrow.
If it's not on Mendy, is there anything that can be done within the clubhouse to kind of push you guys to get to that potential?
We just got to play better. We got to perform. If you look out, I haven't had that many games, but I didn't really perform before I got hurt, and that's tough. And then there's guys that are turning the season around, but we haven't put it together at the same time. So ultimately, that's what it comes down to. I feel responsible. I feel like I failed him, and now we have a really good opportunity of we just got to move forward. Focus about today, and our responsibility is to win.
Is it difficult to create a sort of cohesion or clubhouse culture when there are so many new coaches and new players?
No, not really, because everybody has their goal in front of them, and the goal is to win. Everybody understands the task on a daily basis, and it's winning. It's bigger than us. It's all about winning. It's all about bringing happiness to the organization and making this organization the best possible.
What is your message to these diehard fans?
To stick with us, that we haven't performed to the way we're supposed to be performing, and we're going to continue to fight day in and day out. The season is not over, and we have, like I said, a responsibility, and that's to win as many games as we can. And I appreciate the support, and this sucks, but it is on us to turn around.
You mentioned.
Bueno, una movida difícil, pero al final del día esto significa que la organización sigue empujando para tratar de mejorar día tras día, y nosotros todos queremos a Mendy, lo amamos, lo vamos a extrañar, pero tenemos una responsabilidad y tenemos que estar aquí y dar el todo por el todo día tras día.
¿Tú crees que esta fue la mejor decisión para el equipo?
Pienso que esta fue la mejor decisión que la organización pensaba que esta iba a ser la mejor decisión y se respeta. Mi trabajo es jugar el campo corto para los Mets de Nueva York y bueno, entiendo las decisiones y sigo hacia adelante.
You mentioned a familiar face, Andy Green. Just what have your interactions with him been like, and what do you kind of expect his manager style to be?
Good. I mean, good interactions. He's a very professional guy. He's a button-up guy, and he's been around the league for a very long time, whether it's in the big leagues, the minor leagues, or front offices. So this is a person that's familiar with pretty much every stadium, every philosophy that's out there, and he understands the task that he has at hand. And he knows that he's not here to replace Mendy's shadow. He's here to help us win.
So this is a team that was in the NLCS just 2 years ago. It started off last year great. What is your assessment of what has happened since early last year?
That we haven't played as good as we are capable of playing. You know, it definitely sucks, but as professionals, we got to turn around. We got to find a way to fight for our lives and to win games here.
Time for two more.
With this current roster, why do you think this team will win?
Why?
Why? Yeah.
Because I mean, there's a lot of good players here, and I feel like we have the personnel and we have the experience, and we can do it all. To be quite honest, we just haven't done it, but we can do it all.
Is there any little thing that you noticed or see that you might be able to change that, to tighten up, or has there anything that slipped that you guys might be able to address?
We got to change execution. We got to execute, and that's one thing that we have not done. And that's why we are having this conversation today, because we didn't execute, and because of the execution, there's a new manager today.